Outdoor Productions here again. Out doing a little scouting today before muzzleloading season. We're on a property I've had a camera set on a few times before. This particular property I'm accessing from property I have permission for. In the lovely state of New Hampshire, you do not need landowner permission to hunt somewhere if it is not marked private property or posted. So I am exercising that right we have here, and I'm venturing on to a neighboring property. I've had a camera set up here a few times, started getting into some does, a few bear, but this particular unit in New Hampshire you can only take a buck. So we're in the beginning, mid of October, starting to see some rut sign popping up. So I'm taking a walk through this bottom here, and I'm looking for some pre-rut sign. The bucks have broken out of their bachelor groups, and I know at a few of my stands about an hour and a half south of here, starting to see some scrapes and some rubs pop up. So that's what I'm looking for here. I got a camera with me again, hoping I can find some sign, get the camera set up on it, and over the next 2 weeks gather some more information, and then hopefully get a stand up in here if the camera ends up showing up with a buck that I want to take. So stay tuned, I'll take back. So we are a little bit deeper into the piece, made it past where I had the camera the last time, and I'm getting into a good transition up on the ridge behind me here. We got hardwoods, and there's a lot of feeding down on the bottom here. Up in front of me it's getting nice and thick, so we have some solid bedding. Then we have this softwood hemlock bottom here. So I'm right on the edge of some transitions. So now I'm walking the edge of them, trying to find some rut signs, some old rubs, new rubs, scrape line, rub line. You know, so I figured out where the feeding is and the bedding. Yep, I'm in the transition of all of them. So now we're trying to find a spot to hang the camera, and then hopefully if a good buck shows up, a tree stand. So stay tuned. Once I find a spot to get the camera hung, I'll give you guys that process. We might put up a mock scrape on it, see if we can entice something to get in there. Kind of sparks my interest. Back into that bottom where I had the camera. Camera was set up by that down tree that's right there. Then I came up onto the other side of the creek. There's some oaks over in here. There's a ridge up behind me with more oaks. Get over here and I notice there's an old rub on this sapling right here. Walked a little further. There's a scrape right there. There's another one right there behind me. So looking around, there's a few tree options. Got a group of maples back in here, and I got endless options down in here. You know, those ash trees right there wouldn't be a bad option. You know, so I got a few good options for a stand right here. You know, one good thing I noticed is there is quite a few tracks here. There is some droppings. There is rut sign here. So this is what I'm looking for, because like I mentioned before, in this particular area, it's buck only. So it has to have horns, and I will not take a spike horn. It's got to be decent 6-point or better for me. So we're going to get the camera hung, put a little scent in these scrapes, little doe estrus, see what we can spark behind me. So big thing to be careful with when you're positioning trail cameras is which way is the sun coming. In this particular case, the sun's going to rise up here behind the camera and set back over here behind the camera. So all day long that sun is here behind that tree. So I'm never going to have an issue with the sun shining into the camera and not getting a picture of what's walking by because of sun glare. So we're going to turn this on, go put some scent in these scrapes, come back in a few weeks and see what's happening. Hope you guys like these videos. Stay tuned, there should be more to come as deer season.